This is a place.
This is a place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Welcome to this week's episode of This is a Place podcast. My name is Nate.
My name is Brandon.
And happy National Sunscreen Day. This is the only day you have to wear it.
Sunscreen. If I could offer you one piece of advice. Do you know what I'm quoting?
Uh-uh.
You never heard that song? It's like a speech about wearing sunscreen. This is like from your era, bro.
I don't think I remember that one.
You have to check it out. I guess it's a banger. I think it's like it's a commencement address or something. And then it's just put to music.
Well, the reason I want to bring it up is for not wear your sunscreen, but Dr. Pepper has a flavor called like creamy coconut or something like that. Have you tried that one yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
for a while, I feel like I would see on the internets that a lot of people say, does anybody know where to find this? When it first came out, because it was selling like hotcakes here in Utah. Because didn't coconut, is that how the original dirty soda started?
Yeah, coconut cream and lime or something. I don't know.
Something like that. So I feel like when it came out, Dr. Pepper brought it out. Everybody wanted it. It was hard to find. So I have a few cases of it, of the zero sugar one. And my wife loves Dr. Pepper, but she hates the coconut cream one, and she calls it the sunscreen Dr. Pepper. That it tastes like sunscreen. So I always say, when was the last time you tasted sunscreen? Like, why do you taste sunscreen?
Okay, come on. You're putting sunscreen on, you get a little bit on your lip. Like, you can see how it happens.
Isn't it on the bench warmers where the kid who's afraid of the sun, eats
Howie?
Sunscreen?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
So I'm at lunch the other day with the guys from the office.
At the sunscreen store, obviously.
The sunscreen store. And one of the workers or co-workers or the agents, whatever you want to call them, got I think he did root beer. And then we were at Woody's again. We went to Woody's, which we known to love.
And you got your deal, your better deal?
Got the deal. I got the cheeseburger deal this time.
Good.
But he put some coconut in his root beer, and I said, "Oh, you're putting sunscreen in your soda," and then brought that up. And then my brother-in-law actually works out of my office, and he said, "I agree with your wife. It tastes like sunscreen." I'm like, "Oh, who's out there tasting sunscreen?" So there you have it. That's why I thought I'd bring up National Sunscreen Day, aka Coconut Cream Dr. Pepper Day.
Because you wanted to know if I agree that coconut tastes like sunscreen.
Do you agree or disagree?
I exclusively eat the sunscreen with the girl getting her britches pulled down by the dog. What's that one?
Is that banana or
the
something?
Pink one. No. Oh, actually,
no,
I like the
no. That's like a kid one.
Yeah, it is. Copper
tone,
right? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I have kids, so that's the one we probably use, I'd assume.
I think you're probably right. Or banana boat.
Banana boat smells pretty good. Maybe that's the sunscreen one or the coconut one, and that's why they think.
Yeah, which one is the one that the
banana boat smells delightful?
It's like a pink.
Comparatively,
is it copper tone or which one has the kids?
Yeah, I think it's.
Isn't it like a dog or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's copper tone. You're right. You are right.
Seems, for babies. Yeah. They got some more modern designs now than the.
Yeah, it's different.
A little bit.
But yeah, you got to wear your sunscreen. Do you have to wear a lot of more? What do you call it? A lot of more?
Do I have to wear a lot of more sunscreen?
Do you have to wear a lot more sunscreen with your new hairstyle?
I'll still always wear a hat when I'm out in the sun. So no, if I don't wear a hat, then I probably would. But I haven't had it long enough to experience having to put sunscreen on my head yet.
That's the.
But I actually think I'll be more protected now because when I had hair, like you couldn't just put sunscreen on, you know, because then it's like you're sunscreening your hair.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I think it'll be more protect. I'll be more protected now than if I'm just going out in the sun. I don't put sunscreen on the bare spots or anywhere. Now it's just all over. You just, protect the whole dome.
Fair
So
enough.
I'll keep you posted.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
At least you'll have like a ring around your hair where the hat lays.
Yeah.
A hat tan.
Hat tan. Maybe I should not wear a hat when I'm outside now that I think about it.
Ooh.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't go out a lot anyways, so it's fine. It's fine.
Well, part of the reason I wanted to talk about sunscreen as well is that we just experienced Memorial Day when all the swimming pools open up.
Mm-hmm.
And you really have to start wearing sunscreen. I feel like the only time I actually wear sunscreen is when I do
At the
go
pool.
swimming.
Yeah.
And you probably should be wearing it more often when you're outside. But yeah,
Yeah.
the pool is usually because it amplifies it, right? That water, and you get burned. So I always wear, I think we've talked about this before. I'm not ashamed of my body. I'll show you I'll show you some skin if you want to, but I always wear a
Okay.
t-shirt.
I
I always
usually
wear a
do too.
t-shirt
Yeah.
outside.
Same.
It's more for because I don't want to lather up I don't want to taste the Dr. Pepper coconut when I'm swimming. So I like to wear a shirt, and like you, I do wear a hat. So I have to very minimal sunscreen to get into the pool.
Yeah. It that way, I mean you still probably should, but you got the shirt, you got the hat, you're pretty well protected, you
Yeah,
know?
not
You
even put
should
on my
probably put a
legs if
little
I'm
bit.
just gonna be in the pool because
Yeah,
I'm
he's gonna
like
put sunscreen on the legs
so.
like weirdo.
So yeah, usually just on my face a little bit, and then I'm good.
Get the
Wear a
ears,
long sleeve shirt,
the
but like I
nose.
said, if you
So we
want me to
just
take
had
off my shirt,
Memorial
I will.
Day. Did you go to a pool for Memorial Day? How did you celebrate? Or
My Memorial Day had nothing to do with water. We were considering going to a lagoon. My daughter went to lagoon because her friend invited her. Because I think that's when they open up Laguna Beach. They didn't go to Laguna Beach. They just went and hung out lagoon. I, however, went to two places. First place was Top Golf with my son and my wife. And then after Top Golf, we got ourselves. Did you know that you can get a large drink at 7-Eleven for 59 cents? So like 62 cents with tax right now.
no?
Tell me that's not a killer deal. Talk about getting your
It's
coconut Dr. Pepper. You can get it
and I
every
think they
day.
have it all. They've
No,
embraced
here's
the
the best
trend.
thing. The 7-Eleven by your house.
Okay.
I found out like a month and a half ago when I went to get a drink there. They have Guadana on the tap. Fountain drink Guadana.
Oh,
The one in Jordan Landing also has
you
it.
drink that?
Oh, I love Guadana.
Isn't that soda?
It is soda.
But it's not zero sugar soda.
It is not zero
So
sugar.
you have crossed the threshold.
Yes. Well, that's a treat, right? That's like getting a. Here's the problem, though. I did splurge yesterday, and I did get a Guadana, but I am not used to drinking sugar, and so it kills me when I drink Guadana because it's so much sugar that I'm not used to. But for those that you love the Brazilian drink of Guadana, check out your local 7-Eleven because Guadana, if you go buy it at Macy's or Harmon's or the grocery store, it's like $5 for a 2 liter. So 59 cents for a large drink.
It's a pretty
And I'm
good
sure
deal.
you could probably go to 7-Eleven and refill your gallon jug or whatever for like $1.50. So that's a much better deal than $2 or $5 for a 2 liter. But I do, and I think they do the mix-ins at 7-Eleven.
I
Probably
want
not
to
as
say they've
fancy
got
as
them
Maverick.
on the fountain itself. You can put select mixins.
Yes, they do. They do. Some of them have that. But yeah, so that's what we did. We hit up 7-Eleven, got a drink, and then we went over to the birthplace of This Is a Place podcast and jumped around for an hour. which made me think that we need to revisit that place.
I'm always down for some altitude. So it is
altitude.
some good jumping. That's some good cardio right there.
Yeah, have a few kids that could probably enjoy it with us.
Yeah, they've it's been a minute since we've been, but they're getting bigger. I bet the oldest will do pretty well. Second oldest will do better than
I think
the last time.
They have some junior jump times for cheap, and then like Tuesdays is $10 or something. I saw, but yeah, just a thought. We jumped around, but I was so tired, and like I didn't have it in me to really jump, so I just
enjoyed the smells,
made sure
the vibes.
Bronco didn't get into any trouble while he ran around. He climbed the tower for the first time. I don't think we've done that before with him, and it was a good day. Then Sam's Club after, because he loves Sam's Club's hot dogs and pretzels and ice cream, and it's cheap. So it was a good Memorial Day.
Nice.
Bronco was the only child. We called him like, "Hey, do you like being the only child?" And he really liked the attention. So
he's good with it.
Yeah. And then how about you?
It was a pretty low key. We didn't do a whole lot. We took advantage of a day off and not doing much. But we did have
the best days off.
Yeah, well, we had some big plans, to be honest. We're going to do this and this. We were going to go to Backyard Birds, which we recently talked about on the podcast. Didn't make it there. We were going to go to Lowe's and get a bunch of stuff. Didn't make it there. So all we really ended up doing was having a barbecue at the in-laws, and it was a pretty low key day. Not a bad way to spend Memorial Day.
It's rough because I feel like to like the last year or two, they always had on the calendar for school that Memorial Day was the last day of school, which I thought was hilarious. How is last day of school a holiday? So I think it's been different the last few years where the kids have to go back to school after Memorial Day. So
yeah, I had to when I was growing up. I always had to go back for a week.
Okay. That makes sense. So it's kind of a useless week this week at school for those who get out this week. In my opinion, they don't really do anything. In my understanding, as of today, which is Wednesday, they don't even take roll at school. So they have no idea if you're there or not.
Probably still doing in elementary. Yeah, but at the high schools and stuff, they know what they're doing. They kind of they try to keep the littles. It's a little more. It's more important to know where they are, to know that they're.
Yes.
They're not.
And I even felt that was that way in junior high as well. They were a little bit more strict. I remember we left my 9th grade because the 9th grade was junior high. And I remember like ditching out after like the first hour. And the friend I went with, a couple of them, he was like a worry wart, and he was like so afraid we were going to get in trouble. And I'm like, they're not going to do anything, dude. The whole time we like walked to a store or something, and he was freaking out the whole day because we left school. I'm like, I think they're still going to let us move on to high school. We're fine.
Yeah.
So, and we were. But yeah, high school's a little different, right? Because that's the first school that you go to that you can actually go off campus during the day and nobody cares. So
right, get a little more freedom.
But you leave campus at junior high or elementary school is even worse, right? You leave campus, you might get an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
So,
and we love those Amber Alerts in the early mornings.
There was the end of the day. So
there was one thing I did though that for Memorial Day that you and I both left off.
We did
see each other.
We did. Sort of. Sure. Every day.
It's Memorial Day themed, you know. We figured it was Memorial Day. You go to graves, you visit graves, and we did the same thing. You didn't know that that's what we were doing, but that's what we did. So we did a
I feel bad because I thought originally we were going to Lagoon and that we had to get out early, and then plans changed really quick. So, but at the same time, I was glad it wasn't. When you said, "Hey, do you have time to go make a quick field trip?" And you said just a couple of minutes, I didn't believe you. I'm like, I think it's going to take at least half hour. No, it literally took us a couple of minutes.
I think I told you 3 minutes, and we We
I'm
were
like,
probably
I
pretty
was way,
close to that.
I was way intrigued. I had to find out what this was,
Yeah.
and it did not disappoint.
Yeah. All right. So I came across this on social media. I think the page is Utah Doesn't Exist. So shout out to that guy and cluing us into this. But I guess it's been making the rounds on TikTok that there is a little hidden gem behind the Nickel Mania.
Yeah. So you didn't tell me where we were going. You
I
just
did
picked
not.
me up and we
I
head over
told you
there.
we'd
So
been
I was
there
way
before.
confused.
So we
Yeah,
did this place, but we missed a very important
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, very important. So I was like confused when we pulled in because I'm like, wait, this isn't going to take us a few minutes.
We're gonna go,
and you had your
we're gonna
kids
spend
with
a
you.
couple
Like, there's no way
bucks.
we're going to get your kids in and out of there in a couple of minutes. So
We're just gonna go pay the entrance fee for just a few minutes and then dip out.
I was very intrigued. So
We didn't actually make it into the Nickel Mania itself. We went to the back into the extended parking lot because back there, and I guess do we just do the one thing or should we do the other graves? I mean, we could just talk about just this, right?
this one thing, I think we're already how far in?
Yeah. At the very back of this parking lot, you will find not one, but two headstones. And it's
Well, it's one combined.
all right, one combined headstone. A headstone with two separate people's names. Two distinct individuals, mother and son.
Yeah. On the property line, right?
On the property, right? Literally in the parking lot. You get to the parking lot and there's a fence and it's in between the fence and the parking lot. Like just right there. Just chilling. So what was your reaction when you saw that? Because I think your reaction, maybe to some people, like that sounds okay, that's fine. But your shock was mirrored that of when I saw the video and was like, how is this even a thing?
Well, how is it even a thing? How long has it been there? Why is it there? And how are we just finding out? I mean, like you said, we visited that Nickel Mania?
Yeah, I think it's Nickel Mania.
Years ago.
Off a state in San or not Sandy.
I'm assuming it was there then and we did not know about it. So
I think it's been there for a minute.
So it's another thing.
At least the 70s.
So can I go on a tangent?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I think what we should do, we've kind of talked about before, but it'd be fun to get a bunch of friends together, like date night. And I've told you before where I took the people from the office in Texas on a little This Is a Place tour. This is another stop. But I think it'd be fun to go on a random things you didn't know about Utah locations, and we couldn't hit them all in one night. But it just
because they're sprinkled all over, right? But
that could be an absolute. I mean, I can't. It's been a long week, day.
How much sunscreen did you eat today, Nate?
But I had too much Dr. Pepper. Actually, I had Dr. Pepper with cherry flavoring.
Ever since you started drinking soda again, your mind is just.
It's the Guadana, man. I had a Guadana yesterday. The sugar rush. It's messing me up, man. But I love Guadana. So, yeah, we could do like we could do a tour. We can bring my portable microphones, and we can have an episode right there. It just telling people, here's all these weird places that are free. We should make them.
That's the key part.
And then we'll ask for tips at the end, from our friends, and do a tour.
We can take people on a tour. It's like having our own little This Is a Place tour company, right? Take people on the tours. I think it's a good idea.
But I just would love to see people's reaction of that one. Would be fun. The Hobbitville is always fun. The Gilgal Gardens is fun to see people's reaction to that if they didn't know about it. Salt Lake Cemetery.
I think your reaction to the spring was fun too. That one's neat.
The spring?
Yeah, the artesian spring.
Oh yeah. That's another one for sure. Like, had no idea it existed.
Yeah.
So stuff like that would just be fun to go take people on this little tour. So yeah, and this is on there now. So this is totally
this makes
there.
The cut for sure.
Or if you're one of our 3 listeners that listen to this podcast and you want to take your friend, you now know all these crazy places you can take your friends to, and this has got to be on there.
We should try and convince Matt to go on this tour with us. Tell him that we're going to take you to all these cool places, and he won't know about
Matt-
any of them.
Matt
He's
can
never
be the
heard of any
tour
of
guide.
them. Oh, Matt
Let's,
could be one of the tour guides. Okay.
Let's get one of those passenger vans, and then we'll plug the phone into the sound system, and then Matt can be the on your left.
I like it. But maybe, I mean, there's back to the grave itself. We did a little bit of research. There's not a lot about it, but I found some Reddit posts and some Facebook posts.
And everything you read on the internet has to be true, so it's just as good as any source you can find.
I've got a guest here today, so she's making a lot of noise. But what you can find on the place you said where everything's true is that there is the actual grave of this individual, and they said, I don't know if he died in the factory. Basically, the consensus, there was a tombstone factory right there. And so it's just kind of maybe a test or whatever.
Or they messed up on one, and
yeah, and they're like, just throw it in the parking lot. This will make for great podcast content in 50 years.
Or however long it's been there.
Yeah, because it's 1976 is that? I think that's what the date is of the graves.
So has it been there for that long?
I think so. That's the crazy part. So it says the date says Felix R. Sanchez, born in 1918. I'm sorry. Yeah, born in 1967. So like almost 60 years that this may have been there. And then it's also got the mother who was born in 1919, but it doesn't have a date of death. So I think we can pretty definitively say that there's not bodies underneath, but there is this dummy headstone that everybody still comes to, pays their respects. There was tons of golf balls, a fidget spinner, some
the golf balls. I need to
duckies.
know why. Was he a golfer, or did it just become a thing? And I understand like the fidget toys and the toys that people are coming out of Nickel Mania, and it might just be a thing.
Maybe that's like you go and get a prize, and then you like thank the grave for your successes. You pay some toys to the. And there's like a cigarette thing. Is that?
There was a
stick
turkey,
of gum, a
of
turkey
extra
stick,
gum, a turkey jerky stick.
Yeah, jerky.
There was some plastic flowers. It looked like.
Yeah.
But yes, the golf balls kind of threw me. Didn't really, like I said, unless the person. And if the person was a golfer, that means a family member or somebody close to this person is visiting this.
But then again, so they're saying that he's buried in like Midvale or somewhere, the actual grave. And again, this is hearsay. We probably need to do a bigger deep dive to get to the bottom of it, right? But if it is a family member, why are they coming to the fake one and not the real one?
Well, I don't know.
It's more fun.
Maybe they're going to both.
Maybe they're going both.
This one's a little more private. You don't have. Not really. I guess it's not that private because you got people coming and going from Nickel Mania, but it's a good question. Or maybe it's just become a place where, because if you leave stuff at a normal cemetery, they usually let it stay for a few days, right? And then they take it away, or at least every week when they do the landscaping.
Yeah.
Like how long do they let
Who's cleaning this one?
Stay? Yeah. So this one I don't think gets cleaned very often. So
Nickel Mania people.
I don't even think that. I bet you stuff just stays there until.
I bet there might even be people at Nickel Mania don't know this exists.
Ooh.
Like they could be working there. Maybe this is a follow-up. We go to Nickel Mania.
Yes, absolutely. Now I want to go to Nickel Mania.
We go to Nickel Mania and we interview the people to find out if they know about the grave.
The hope is that one of our, how many listeners we have now, knows some insight to this marking. And then if we don't get any feedback, then we have to put on our Nate the Great
Hardy Boys
outfit and go do some digging.
Yeah, it's just what makes Utah so much fun. Little things like this, right? Everybody's got these things. Yeah. All the states. You just got to get out, go find them, go on your Memorial Day Take the kids. They'll wonder why the heck we went to this random grave.
Why we were gone for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're like,
Why did Dad?
the kids are like, oh, we're going to the arcade. Nope.
Well, that's
they've already come to expect if you and I are doing something, it's going to be something weird. They're probably not going to be very interested, but they're just happy to be there. You know, they're just happy to come along. They're still at that age, happy to come along.
They're fun carpool buddies.
This one, not so much. I don't know if she'd have as much fun.
No, give her another year or two when she starts talking. Then...
Oh, she's talking.
Is she talking?
If you haven't heard at all, she's very loud. All right, she's babbling, not talking.
Yeah. When she can start giving her input and feedback of where she wants to go and wants to do. So, till then.
So yeah, I would say if you haven't checked it out yet, don't, because wait until the tour. We gotta pay the bills, okay?
Yes.
So don't go see this on your own. Please wait until you have your license and official Utah niche weird spot tour guides. That's me, Nate, and maybe Matt if he agrees to it.
But we need to wait till the gas prices come down because if not, all of our money would be spent on gas and fuel. So
yeah, that's a fair point. But anyways, yeah, let us know what weird graves you know about. I did have some other graves we could talk about for the podcast, but we'll save that for next Memorial Day maybe. But if you know of any other cool graves that we can go check out in weird spots, let us know. Because we love to visit.
Yeah.
Pay our respects.
Just top this one. That's all I'm gonna say.
We know there's some cool ones at the Salt Lake Cemetery, and we've covered that the first year of the podcast. Probably worth a revisit. Try and top this one, okay?
Well, okay. How about not top the grave, because there are some cool graves out there. I'm talking about location of a grave. That's what we want you to top. That's what we want to know about. Does anything top the parking lot of Nickel Mania?
I just love that it's a Nickel Mania too, you know? That's just what makes icing on the cake. The cherry on top, if you will.
And after you're done checking it out, you can walk around the fence and make a deposit at Wells Fargo.
Yes. Hey, I worked at Wells Fargo. I should have known about this. I bet for sure the Wells Fargo people don't know about it. We're going to have to go into the Wells Fargo and Nickel Mania to find out.
Good point. And my wife forever worked around the corner at Desert First Credit Union. She never told me about this.
It's been there since 1967, right? Maybe.
My question is
1967.
So that's my question too. Is it really been there since 1967, or was somebody making a headstone or replacing a headstone and they messed up and just threw it in the parking lot? So
I have to figure out how long
we need some answers. We need some answers.
Yeah, we need the answers. This isn't enough.
Yeah, I don't think these are answers we can get on the Chat GPT or whatever.
You can give it a try, but
maybe you can scrub the internet looking for clues. But we need to figure this out. We need to know why.
If you've got the
when,
deets, let us
how.
know. And then additionally, where else can we go?
Yes.
Thank you for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was a place we just talked about.